Good afternoon. Here is the news at 4. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government announces traffic diversion on Kodeso Bridge for maintenance work. Federal government restate commitment to fixing poverty and unemployment. On the foreign scene, 3 people wounded in knife attack in France. In sport, Angola coach admits Super Eagles superiority in team's AFCON 2023 quarter-final defeat. Now the details. I'm Taiwo Baruwa. The Lagos State Government has announced that traffic will be diverted on Kodeso Bridge for maintenance work from tomorrow, Sunday, 4th February to Monday, 4th March 2024. Due to the aforementioned development, Kodeso Bridge will not be open to vehicular movements during the maintenance work. All other access roads from Awolowo Way and by Akran inward and outward will be open to motorists, as only the bridge will be closed. The Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Oshiemi, has assured that the traffic management personnel will be deployed to the affected routes to minimize inconveniences and improve traffic flow. The Lagos State Office for Disability Affairs, LASODA, has held a town hall meeting with caregivers and other non-governmental organizations in the disability community tagged health services and menace of drug abuse among the people with disability in Lagos State. Speaking at the meeting, the Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Mobolaji Ogunlende, said the menace of drug abuse among people with disabilities cannot be ignored, and the vulnerabilities faced by individuals with disabilities make them particularly vulnerable to substance abuse. The Commissioner, who was represented by the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Youth Mobilization, Alabiola Dimeji, said education and awareness plays a vital role in combating drug abuse. Reiterating the commitment of the state government to the well-being of PWD, Ogunlende said the present administration is fully involved in ensuring that individuals with disabilities in Lagos are given access to healthcare services. Earlier in her welcome address, the General Manager, LASODA, Adenike Oyetunde Lawal, stressed the importance of engaging the communities on the risk associated with drug abuse and the long cycle of recovery. She therefore called on everyone in the community to ensure they talk about this issue and educate everyone around him, saying all hands must be on deck to combat the menace that keeps increasing in the society. The Lagos State Valuation Office, LASVO, is set to commence the state visitation, physical inspection and valuation of all Lagos State government assets in all the state-owned health facilities statewide to determine the fair value in tandem with international public sector accounting standards, IPSAS implementation. The exercise will also include the creation and management of a detailed and comprehensive fixed asset register for the movable asset in all the captured health facilities owned by the state. In a statement issued by the agency, the director of LASVO, Adekunle Awolaja, said the valuation exercise is scheduled to commence on Monday, 5th February 2024 and end on Friday, 29th March 2023. He explained that the exercise aims to enable the state to keep proper records of its assets in alignment with international best practices for public organizations, which ensures consistency, accountability, and transparency. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government says it is committed to taking immediate action to tackle poverty and unemployment. The Minister of State for Labor and Employment, Nkiruka Onyejocha, said this during a meeting with top officials of the ministry in Abuja. She urged the ministry's leadership to adopt a private sector-driven approach, emphasizing efficiency and productivity in fulfilling the ministry's objectives. Special Advisor Media to the Minister, Ememe Gabriel, in a statement, says there is a need for a result-oriented approach within the ministry akin to that found in the private sector. She says the shift is essential to fulfilling the proposed achievement outlined in President Bola Tinubu's 8-point agenda. The Belgian government says Nigerians constitute the highest number of people forced into prostitution in the European country. The Director General of Belgian Office for Foreigners, Freddy Roussemont, made this known during a press conference held in Abuja. Roussemont says no fewer than 362 Nigerian migrants sought asylum in 2022, while 380 of them applied in 2023, adding that only a few of them got their application granted. He urges Nigerians to ignore those trying to deceive them into embarking on the journey to Europe without admission to university, a job offer from a Belgian company, or an invitation from a family member to relocate. In foreign news now, police says 3 people have been wounded in a knife attack at a major train station in Paris. 1 person suffered serious stomach wounds during the stabbing at the Gare de Lyon. Police says our suspect, a Malian national who presented an Italian driving license to officers, is in custody. There have been several knife attacks in Paris in the recent past. In December, a tourist was killed and 2 others wounded near the Eiffel Tower. In January last year, 6 people were injured after a stabbing at the capital's Garden Road. In sport now, Angola head coach Pedro Goncalves was full of praises for the Super Eagles despite his side's defeat to the 3-time African champions. Goncalves, who was magnanimous in defeat, said the Super Eagles players were more efficient than his side. The Palancas Negros of Angola fell to a 1-0 defeat against the Super Eagles in their quarterfinal clash at the Felix Hoppe Stadium, Abidjan, on Friday night. Atlanta winger Ademola Lookman was the hero for the Super Eagles, netting the winning goal for Jose Pasiro's side 4 minutes before the break after he was superbly set up by man of the match Moses Simon. The Angolas were outplayed by the Super Eagles, who could have scored more goals but for their poor marksmanship. And that's it on the news at 4. But just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 96, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, on YouTube. Subscribe and watch all the previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration introduced the Lagos Economic Acceleration Program, LEAP, to reduce the effects of COVID-19 pandemic on small businesses? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has announced that there will be diversion on Kodeso Bridge for maintenance work from tomorrow, Sunday, 4th February to Monday, 4th March 2024. The federal government has said it was committed to taking immediate action to tackle poverty and unemployment. We also told you that as police secured the area following the stabbing, traffic at the Gare de Lyon was disrupted. And finally, Sport Angola head coach Pedro Goncalves was full of praises for the Super Eagles despite his side's defeat to the 3-time African champions. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagostate.gov.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Kayode Mafolashiri. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.